Sponsored by your Toyota dealers. We make it easy.
I just love this story. Mutts with a Mission trains service dogs for veterans, for first responders, law enforcement officers, and federal agent. And look who we have here today. Joining us now, I mean, I know we're going to get to you, Cutie Patootie, in just a second. But can I introduce your friends that you brought today? Senior Chief Joe Buliavac, Senior Chief Jessie Smith, and then, of course, Cutie Patootie himself, Captain Rudde. Good morning to all of you, and thank you for being here.
Good morning.
You ready for your TV time? You see, when the nose moves, that's how I feel like he's talking.
Yeah.
I love this. Okay, Senior Chief Buliavac, tell us a little bit about Mutts with a Mission. How does this all work?
So, like you mentioned, they train service dogs for all of those different positions that they can be in. They're trained to the level of Assistance Dogs International, so he is actually trained as a full service dog, and then goes through more extensive training to be able to operate and live on a ship.
What exactly do animals or like dogs like him do for service members?
Well, life out to sea can be pretty challenging for sailors, especially the junior sailors. The biggest thing that he does is he fosters connection between sailors and causes conversations to happen that may not have otherwise happened, which kind of helps break down barriers as far as like mental health. And a happy and healthy sailor is an effective sailor. So,
can you give me an example of how I can see anybody that has a dog, what that kind of love and that connection and the warmth is that they bring? Is that exactly what they're doing?
it's pretty much immediate, ma'am. Yeah. Every sailor brightens up when they see him, and frequently just by having a pet with him, they approach their day differently. And if they're struggling, it often kind of opens up a conversation about what they need, what kind of help they need, so that we can get moving in the right direction.
So what are like his duties when he wakes up in the morning? What does he do?
So, I mean, he has a very, it's almost like he's trained exactly like a sailor. Like, he has a very rigorous kind of daily routine that he goes through in the morning. He wakes up, I feed him, we take him out, he does his business, and then he starts telling me kind of where he wants to go. Like, when we leave the room or when we leave the house and we get on board the ship or get down to those parts where we're transiting different parts of the ship, he starts kind of moving around, instantly starts going to sailors. He can key on people that aren't having a good day and go directly to them.
How?
It's part of his training. He's trained to like interrupt, to recognize anxiety-related behaviors and interrupt them.
He can see that.
Yes, ma'am.
That's amazing. Is there something special about him in particular, or are all animals like this and then it just can be trained? Were there something that was in him that you said, okay, this is going to be a dog that's going to get it?
So Mutts with a Mission evaluates them from what I think it's like 8 weeks, right?
Wow.
Yeah, and as they train them, they kind of figure out which service they're going to be best at. So if they see that they could be a good dog for a ship, then they go through more training, because they have to learn how to like go up and down our ladders and our steps that we have on the ship and things like that.
I understand that Captain Rudde, did you go to the NASCAR races in Coronado? How was that experience for you? Did you have a good time? Did you like the cars going fast? You're very talkative. What was that experience like?
I mean, he was very busy.
Yeah.
We had quite a few, VIP visitors that came to the ship, so he was out with them. If you saw, he was on TV for parts of the races for some of the stuff that happened on the ship with the flyover.
Yeah.
But it's still the same thing, right? It was a very stressful environment for the people that were on the ship, so he was still doing his normal job with sailors,
Do you call him Captain Rudde?
I call him Rudde because, calling him Captain Rudde makes him pretentious.
Rudde, hi. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for being amazing and being love. Are we allowed to touch him?
Oh, of course.
Is that
absolutely.
okay?
Rudde, stand.
Well, wow. DJJ Flicks, did you see how fast he did that? Maybe we can get you to do that as well. Stand, and he went through. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. If there are people who want to learn more or be able to help out in any way, how can they do that?
Muttswithamission.org. If you
Okay.
click on the link that says how to help, there's links for how to get involved and volunteer either your time or make donations if you like.
Rudde, hi, baby.
Oh.
How, are we not interested?
Hey.
He's looking for something. What is he looking
absolutely
for?
looking for something.
Does he notices all those kids down there? Is that what he's picking up?
Yes, very much so.
There are a ton of kids down there, and his eyes has been like glued to whatever's happening a million miles away. and not here.
He doesn't know they're not sailors, and he's always on the clock.
That's
You're
right.
always on the clock. Well, thank you for coming. Thank you, sweetie. Thanks, guys. Thank you for being here.
Of course.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We're
Yeah.
going to take a short break. We'll be right back.